doing, Joe?
Cutting corn.
You like cutting corn? We're picking corn. We just did one pass down. Got out. We're losing some off the head, as expected. It's dry, which is good. We don't get that. It was 15.9, I think. So anything over 15, we do get a little dock, so you lose less off the head. I'm leaving some on the ground right before I was got up. But I knew when I got out that things that was in front of the combine, it was coming off the head. I think I got it set pretty good. I'm seeing some good tops now. So cleaning everything off, big ears, small ears, all of it's going in the tank, except for what's coming off the head. Oh, Joe! Close that alarm. What's that mean? It's full. Seems to be running pretty good. Moisture's good. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna dump this in the wagon. Fill the wagons. I gotta work. I gotta open up this morning, so it'll be a short night of sleep, but it is what it is. Gotta pay the bills, right, Joe? But it actually will work out good tomorrow because I should be able to get the 2 wagons full tonight. That's probably 700-ish bushels, something like that. And then means I'll get that on tonight. I'll be able to take that to town tomorrow. Yeah, we're not recording when we think we're recording. It's going down. We're unloading the first hopper of corn 2022.
And then there's another corn.
Oh, we're gonna go get some more corn?
Yeah, and another corn for me.
So, it seems to be running decent. I don't know. We don't have a grain monitor.
Daddy.
So, it is what it is.
Now another cornfield.
Yep, we're gonna pick the one though. We want to make bedding for the cows off of it, so we want to get it all cut. I don't know. Anyways, it seems to be running pretty good. Moisture 16, so we are shelling some off the head. No way around it. I think I've probably already said that before. Chatterbox.
Daddy.
Yeah. Like Dave?
Yeah.
Maybe. I think what he's referring to is when I took him with my former employee. I still help him from time to time. I helped him do some corn silage for his beef cows. Joe doesn't know it, but we don't do corn silage. He's happy to ride in the combine. It's a good day.
Dad, there's corn in my shoe.
How do you have corn in your shoe? Should we go cut some more? Oh, silly me. It's getting close. Got the first 2 loads of 2022 corn harvest done. Obviously it's 10 to 7, so nowhere's open to haul to. It would be nice if we had some bins here. I could keep going for a while, but I've also got to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I should probably shut her down, go get cleaned up, eat some supper, spend some time with family, and go to bed. I got a big push right now. I want to get that field that I'm in along the road picked. That way I can cut the stalks and then get the baler over here and get some big squares made. That way we got some bedding for the winter. And I've got vacation next week. I was hoping to do all that in like not a rush pace, but looking at the forecast, they're just slight chances. But I think Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, there's chances of rain every day. That's usually this time of year. That's what the weather does. So, all right, I'm going to bed. Peace. Welcome back, guys. It is Monday. It is like 12:30, a little after. Got home from work, made a pizza. Now we're gonna see if I can get the first couple loads to town. I heat them pretty full last night. Not really thinking much about the wind. It's pretty big. But that's not our only problem. The Massey's cold. The battery is low. Gotta charge it. We'll get her started here. Then we'll head to town. Hopefully don't lose too much corn. It's not that windy. Just like 18, 20 mile an hour. Gusts 30 to 40. It'll be fun. Woo! Making the corn dance. All for the viewers.
A corny!
There's gonna be lots of corn, bud. We're kinda in a cornfield. Ew. Kind of a not so sunny day out today, huh? Well guys, we are back at the shop. Shed, place where I keep my tools. I need my tools. I was going along and I got a rock. I didn't know I was rock picking today. Thought I was picking corn. Anyways, had the snoots close to the ground trying to pick the corn up on the end because the wind's blowing it over. I don't know how well the audio on this is going to be, but it's windy. So I was running it low to the ground. I picked up a rock. Time to get the rock out so I can keep picking. And just like that, we're back going already. Wouldn't believe it. One swing of the hammer, it came out. It wasn't in there that bad. Luckily it was on the end rail, so I didn't run down any corn. And I was on that end closest to the shed, so it didn't really cost me any time. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you gotta keep battling.
What's he doing, Jackson?
That's a great idea, wasn't it, Mom? The whole family in the combine. I involved with the combine. We have young people. This one is important. The new one would be Welcome to my Wednesday night. I just topped that wagon off. I heaped it. I need to put extensions on these wagons. They're J&M 350s, dry corn. You can get about 340 bushels in them. And it's a little annoying because I've got plenty of running gear, and now that I updated the tires, I got plenty of tires to haul more corn than that. Yeah, we're picking corn. It's slow going. I had one of those days where it just started off and things broke and more things broke, and then I had to go to work and I didn't get much done today. So I started off going down to the barn, dishwasher for the calf bottles down there. It didn't wash the bottles. It's done it before. We have hard water. We abuse it washing calf bottles, and I know how to fix it. I took it apart, put it back together, cleaned it up, whatever, yada yada. It didn't work. Like, all right, well, I'm gonna go and work on the combine, because yesterday, before I picked a couple loads, I had a chain that was loose, tightened it up, checked it this morning when I plugged the combine in. It was loose again, and I dug into why it was still loose, and here, one of the bearings is held in by two bolts. One here, one there. They were both missing the nuts. So my combine was 2 nuts short of what it needed to be, that I know of anyways. So I sent back on a parts run. Figured I'd fix it when I got home. Well, first I fed calves, fixed the dishwasher, and then I came up to work on the combine. She's gonna be mad. Out of all the parts she got, I used 2 nuts. The bolts didn't work. Not even a little bit. Well, they did a little bit. But they're carriage bolts, which if you know anything about bolts, they're held in by the locking square. They're rounded out. Not fun. I cobbled it back together. I've been able to pick a wagon full, so that's 340 bushels. But I'm gonna have to tear it apart this winter because it's currently held in by one bolt that's very snug and one bolt that is rounded off and I can't get to fix the right way unless I take basically that whole side of that combine apart. So I'm hoping I can limp it through to get corn done, and then that'll be a winter project or a spring project. Probably a spring or summer project because the shed's not heated. And I feel like that's something you're going to need to be able to feel your fingers to work on. Anyways, I need to go to bed. It's 10 to 11. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. Welcome on this gloomy Tuesday. I had to think what day of the week it was. Good news, we got a package in the mail. And unless Becca bought me a new drone, it's just our repaired drone, which is all good. Because I got a little bit of corn left, so we should be able to get you guys some drone footage of picking corn. Anyways, it's been raining yesterday, or sprinkling a little bit. And it's sprinkling on and off today, so I'm not too anxious about getting into the field because I do want to make a little more stalks. We got 69 bales hauled in the other night, just as it was starting to sprinkle. And that's right around what we'll need. I'd rather make a little bit more so we don't run out because we are starting to run more steers than we have in years past. So I suspect we'll need a little bit more fodder. So to kill some time while I'm on vacation, I had the wings out. That's what I call the wings, the shields. I had the wings out. I greased the combine, greased the head, and tightened some chains, fixed some stuff. And now I am updating the lights. I got the first LED light in. It worked as I thought. So now I got those 3 right there. They're just hanging there by the wire. I'm gonna cut those wires right now and put the LED lights on, and then I'll give you a comparison of LED versus the old halogen ones, and then Becca should be home and we'll get the drone up in the air and see if it works. It'll be a good day. It's been a good day. Better than yesterday. Long story. Good day today. How we doing, guys? I just got done feeding calves. I spent most of the day messing around with the combine, cleaning up around the farm, getting caught up on a few things. Grandpa stopped over. And after many of banging my head off the wall, I think I narrowed down. I need a new relay housing. New relay housing for the work lights, the ones at the bottom of the cap. If I wiggle it, it works. If I don't, it flashes. Minor details. I'll get that ordered and then we'll get that installed. But as you can see me very well. It is currently 7 o'clock. Just had a beautiful sunset. But you can see me so well because my day was not wasted. I got my LED lights on. Da, 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 da. So I replaced all of the forward lights. I got one on the back that I need to replace yet, but they're so pretty. I mean, I got a little bit of lighting from the shed, but you flip these bad boys on and wham, you can see everything. So I call that a win. I spent a little bit of time trying to figure out why 2 of the lights were just flickering. They still do a little bit. I think the knob, which would be over almost 30 years old, I think the connections on that are going bad. I put some connection juice on it and zip tied it so that it can't wiggle. Seemed to help the problem, so I think the problem is in that switch, and I'll have to get that ordered. And then I'll be living in 2022. I'll be able to see what I'm doing when I'm working these crazy hours. I'll jump up at the cab and show you guys what I can see from here. So here's a little cab view. I took a video picking beans the other day, and you can tell the difference. Go back to that video. That is nice. I can just see row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just mowing down corn. I can't wait for it to dry up. Good morning, everybody. As you can see, I just blew out the air filter on the combine. I forgot to do that once I got done with beans. So now it's all healthy. It'll breathe cleaner. I think at the end of this year, we'll get a new one, throw it in there, just because that one's 3 years old. But we only have 100 acres. The guy we bought the combine from didn't have that much. So we don't put that many hours on it, but that was definitely a lot of dirt. Picking beans is probably where a lot of that dirt came from because it was so dry. So I got a couple things I got to do to the combine, and then I'm probably going to go pick some corn. Hopefully things go smoothly because we've got like 8 to 10 acres left, and I'd like to get it knocked out today. That way I can get those last couple acres of stock chopped, get a couple more bales of fodder made, and we should be sitting good for winter. Then we'll start prepping the combine to go back in the shed, clean up the cluttered mess of a machine shed. Because during harvest, you just throw everything in there. It'll be a fun day. What are we doing, boss lady? Driving around the cornfield? In a little bit. Maybe when you're like this tall. Yeah, that'd be a good height because then you're as tall as me. What?
Yeah.
What?
I want to be as tall as Mom.
Oh, you don't want to be as tall as Dad? Just as tall as Mom?
Yeah, because girls want to be that tall.
Girls can be any height. Tall, short.
Well, it could be up to the tripod.
That sounds a little far-fetched.
And then other people will be like a toy.
Yeah. I'll let you drive so I can take a nap.
No,
I'm tired.
you should go back.
I have to go back.
Yeah, that way
You know, finish picking corn.
you said that was one.
No, I didn't say there wasn't more corn. I just said we were driving through the cornfield. We had to drive to the corn. Dad had to cut this field in half. Yeah,
Why?
because I don't have a grain cart, so I can't. I'd be full in the middle of the field. So this way, I pick that way, and by the time I get to that end, I'm full. Then I don't have to carry a full load of corn all the way around the field. If you think about it, it makes sense. Do-do-do! We made it! Now we're cutting. Ready? Guys, I thought I was going to have to buy a new tractor. I was pulling a load of corn to town, and I always keep the back window open just so you can hear if a bearing's going out on the wagon, or in this case, your tractor wants to start screaming at you. And screaming it did. I was a little stumped. I thought maybe the turbo went, but it wasn't blowing any smoke or anything. And then once I got the load of corn unloaded, I did a little test on the way home where I pushed the clutch in and it would stop. But it was only when it was going uphill with the load on it, which led me back to the turbo. I got home, looked at it, couldn't find anything. So I was like, well, I'll check the hydraulic oil. Maybe it was the transmission screaming at me. And it was a little low, so I put some in. Then I went and got the neighbor's batwing because I want to cut a little bit of stalks tonight after I picked the last round of corn. And he was there. He's like, man, it sounds like your turbo boot went. So I pulled the shield off. I'm like, no, but I looked at it and I immediately stopped when I pulled the shield off. Found it. Found the culprit. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Ow, that's hot. There. That. That right there. A little clamp. Junk. Gonna get it fixed. Then I'm gonna go pick corn. Then I'm gonna chop stalks. Find some time to sleep somewhere in between there.